Hey guys, Heather Lambert here with day 16 in our Launch to Leadership program, and today we're going to really focus on growing your list some more and talking a little bit about what to do with that list. So hope you have your notebook handy. We're going to go through some more letters and try to trigger some more names and information, names of people that you might know in your network, in your world. I want you to think outside of your zip code too. People don't always have to be local to you. It can really help you build a strong business if you adding people to your team or customers or hostesses that live far away across the country. Just think if you have team members all over the country, how those little areas may grow on their own and you become this very strong, stable business all over the place. So don't be afraid to think outside your zip code. Also, don't be afraid to think about, who does hubby know, right? Who do your friends know? It's not necessarily just who you know, but who do those other people know? Your husband or significant other can connect you with a whole nother world of people if you let them. And if you ask them to. So I hope you have your notebooks ready now. We're going to go ahead and start. I'm going to give you some triggers, some names, and these jobs, you guys, I don't really care what people do. It doesn't really matter. The only purpose of giving you all these career titles is just to help you think of somebody that maybe you didn't think of before. That's all it is. It's just jogging your memory so that you have those names of people down. Now, maybe you don't know their name. If you don't know their name, but you still know of the person because you interact with them more than one or two times in your life, write down their description. That guy at the office where it doesn't even matter if you don't know their name. It's a person in your network that you can connect with at some point or another in some way. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to call them up and say, hey, do you want to buy some Scentsy? Okay, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So here we go. We're going to start with H's today. Who do you know who's super handsome, has a dangerous job, a pickup truck, that guy you always call when you need to move some furniture, right? Who has a second job or a third job? Who has really expensive taste? Do you know somebody who's fancy? A hunting license? Who is a high achiever? High self-esteem? A high voice? Who is so busy with hobbies? Check your home address book. Do you guys still keep an address book? Maybe. Check it out. See if anybody is in there that's not on your list yet. Who do you know that lives in another city? Who's in management? An interior decorator? Who just got married or just had a baby? Know anybody who's a lab tech? A landlord? In law enforcement? A librarian? Lifeguard? Who likes cars? Who likes to go camping? Who likes to debate and argues with you all the time? Who likes to play golf? Who's in Little League? And if your kids are in Little League, you know a lot of people in Little League. Remember, if I'm going too fast, please don't be afraid to pause or rewind and start over. Get those names on your list. Who do you know that is a mailman or works at the post office? Who do you know who is a minister? Most likely to succeed, most outgoing, popular, trustworthy. Who's a motel owner? Who has a mustache? Somebody teach music lessons? Do you know anybody who's a natural leader? Needs more money? That's all of us, if you ask me. Who are the neighbors on your left? And the neighbors on your right? Who just bought a new car? Do you know anybody who's a notary public? Or what notary public have you used in the past, right? All right, we'll do the O's and then we'll stop for today. Who's an office manager? Is optimistic? Do you have any other neighbors that aren't on your list? The guy that lives in the blue house down the street, maybe. Who do you know that lives out of state? Do you know anybody that lives out of country? Perhaps they live in one of our Scentsy countries. Who do you know that owns a restaurant or works in a restaurant? So I hope your list is growing and you have lots and lots of people on it. I keep touching the table. I'm sorry, that makes the video wiggly. So here's what I want you to think about. I want you to really work your list. Now, what do we do? What do I do with all these names? What do I do with these people? I can't just call them up and say, bye, Scentsy, right? No, you can't. And you can pick and choose. You'll be more motivated to talk to certain people than others first. And the more you talk to people, the more brave you'll get. And then you'll start to talk to those other people that you might be a little more worried about. But that doesn't mean that they don't go on your list. So one thing that you can say that I like to use, and it feels a little safer, is instead of calling up one of these random people on your list who you've not talked to forever, let's say it's an old high school buddy that's on your list, and you decide to Facebook message them, and you don't want to just Facebook message this person and say, hey, I've got this new business. Do you want to join my team or host a party or buy some Scentsy? Like, they're going to be like, I have not talked to you in forever. You don't talk to me. We don't have a relationship. We don't chit chat. And all of a sudden you're calling me up. You just want my money. So you don't want to do that. Don't do that. You will scare people away. But what you could do is say, hey, I've started this new business. I know we don't chat much, but I've started this new business and I'm looking to expand. Maybe they live out of state. I'm looking to expand in your state where you live. And I was wondering if you know anybody who might be interested in hearing about my opportunity or in getting some free samples. Right? So instead of just saying, hey, give me your money, I want you to be, I need you on my team. I want your number. I want your money. Because that's what they hear when you do that. You're being honest and authentic about your relationship. I know we haven't chatted much, but I am looking to expand in your area. So I was wondering if you know anybody that might be interested. And maybe it's that you want to talk to them about the opportunity. Do you know anybody that might be interested in making some extra money that would be interested in doing what I do? Maybe you ask them if they know anybody that would like some free samples. You've got some extra free samples this month, and I was just wondering if you know anybody that likes smelly things and would like some free stuff. You may get new names. You may get new names that would be interested. You think about if somebody asked you that. If somebody said to you, do you know anybody that would like some free Scentsy? Most of the people might say, well, I'm not going to give free Scentsy to them. I want free Scentsy. So a lot of times that's what you'll get is instead of them giving you referrals and names, hopefully they'll do that too. But a lot of times they'll say, well, I want that. I need some extra money. I want to talk to you about your opportunity. What are you doing? Or yeah, I would love a free sample. That would be great. I like smelly things. I love candles. So it may open up a conversation for you that you may not have been able to have otherwise, or in coming at them in a different way, you might scare them off. So that's one way. Asking for referrals, asking, do you know anybody who might, is a great way to kind of open that conversation with people that you don't normally talk to or interact with. Remember that when you're talking to people, that you are building relationships. You're not just after the sale. You're not just after a teammate. You're after trust. You want them to feel good about their interaction with you. You want them to feel like they're getting to know you, and that means you have to get to know them authentically. You want to honestly know who they are and about them. So a lot of times it's just touching base with people to build relationship. Hey, I know we haven't chatted in a while. I'd love to get together and have coffee. Nothing to do with Scentsy or business. And oftentimes conversations will not touch on Scentsy, but if you are authentic and put the work in for those relationships, the business part will come, right? Because now they're going to pay attention to you on Facebook. They're going to pay attention to you. They're going to ask you about your day. They're going to ask you about what you're up to. And you're going to be able to tell them about Scentsy. And then if they're interested, it'll go there. If they aren't, then it won't, but you still have a great new relationship with a wonderful new friend. So, and maybe they'll send you some referrals. Because now they know you and they trust you and they like you and they want to hang out and they want to help you out. So it's always a good thing to touch out and touch base with people. So your big old list of 100, some people you're going to reach out and say, hey, I've got a booking special this month. Do you want to host a party? Some people are saying, hey, I know you might be low on wax. Do you need to place an order? Some people you might call right up and say, you know what, I think you'd be really great at this business and I would love to have you on my team. Would you like to talk about what I do and hear more about my opportunity? So there will be those people that you will be very direct with, but there will be others that it's just about reaching out and building and creating a relationship. The business part will come later. I promise. The work you do today, you will start to see results down the road, even if you don't see anything right this second. For some of you, results will start happening faster than others, and it's okay. It's normal. A lot of the work that you put in, you will start to see results from it later down the road. And all of a sudden, when you think nothing is happening, you'll go, oh, this is not working. Nothing's happening. I don't know if I can keep doing this. And all of a sudden, you'll start getting phone calls and messages and orders. And somebody will call you up and say, hey, I think I'm ready to have a party now. Hey, I think I'm ready to join your team now. And you'll be like, what is going on? Oh my gosh, it's happening. And it's because you put the work in now, right? This will happen later. So do the work, work your list, ask for referrals. Remember, there are multiple ways to party. Don't just offer home parties and basket parties. You could do office parties. Hey, I know you work in a really busy office. I was wondering if I could just bring in some donuts one day for, the people in your office for lunchtime and leave it in your break room. Of course, you're going to bring donuts, and then you're going to bring Scentsy stuff and information and say, hey, this is from me, the Scentsy consultant. Here's some free samples and donuts. And that's it. That's all you have to do to get people intrigued and curious and wondering. When you come back, they're all going to be like, oh my God, that scent sample was so awesome. And thank you for the donuts. When are you coming back? So you can do that. A lot of these people on your list, maybe they just work in a place where you could go offer them something, give them a gift, bring them a treat. Hey, I just wanted to stop in and bring you guys a treat. Here's some candy and some Scentsy samples, right? And that's it. You don't have to be begging for sales and stuff. It's about putting yourself out there, letting people know that you are the Scentsy lady or gentleman. Put it out there. Make sure people are aware and identify you with the opportunity to get Scentsy. And the rest will happen, I promise. Those conversations will start and you'll be like, oh, this is so easy. So remember all the different kinds of parties. You can do Facebook parties, people that live far away. Yeah, I can host a party with you. Let's do it on Facebook. And there's lots of ways to do that. There's catalogs and baskets and shows on the go and home parties and fundraisers. So I was thinking I put a warmer in Christopher's jiu-jitsu gym, and I bring them wax from time to time, and my business cards and catalogs are there, but I don't ever hear from anybody. I was thinking about, and if I do this, I'll let you know how it goes, creating a flyer and saying any orders between now and the end of the year, I'll donate my commission back to the gym. And they can use that for tournament fees, or they can use it for if somebody wants to join but can't afford a gi, like the uniform that you wear, maybe they can offer a free gi by using that money that we raise. Or if somebody wants to participate in the tournament but it's just too expensive, then maybe we can scholarship some of those tournament fees, or something like that. So to encourage people to start talking about it and to actually put orders in, to be able to give back to the community. So you could do that with any business or organization, dance studios, karate studios, gyms, t-ball leagues, sports groups, like anything. Just say like, here's a flyer. Any orders between now and the end of the year, I will donate this percentage back to you guys, and you can use it however you think you might need it. I'm happy to do it. I like to give this time of year. It's a great season for that, and be able to give back. And it's a way that you can do it. So offer that up to people. If they own a business, be like, hey, any orders you send me, any referral and people that come and you send me, and they mention your business, I will donate back. So you can offer that up at any time to any group or organization. Shelters and humane societies, and there's just unlimited number. Daycare centers, preschools, they all are looking for money in that. If you offer that up, they'll start sending you referrals, I guarantee it. So work your list, work it hard, try to book those parties, listen and look for opportunities. People will say things, and you need to be listening for people that need your opportunity, right? So if somebody says, I had a home party the other day, and the girl says, I'm sorry, I'm just so broke, you're only getting a room spray out of me, here's my $8. She needs to join Scentsy and make some money. she's in a spot evidently, and I think this opportunity could really bless her. So I'm excited to be able to share that with her in the near future as I build a relationship with her. I'm not going to just right off the bat be like, hey, join Scentsy. She'd be like, no. But I am certainly triggered, right? And heard that and know that that's an opportunity for me to build a relationship, get to know what she needs and what she wants, and then I can help her understand how Scentsy might be able to help her with that. So always be looking and listening for those opportunities. So keep working your list. Go get it. And if you have questions, comments, stories, feel free to comment and share and post. We want to see what you're doing. Keep us updated on parties that you book. Don't forget to comment ding whenever you book a party, no matter what kind it is. We want to hear your successes, and if things flop miserably, make sure you tell us that too, so we can learn from it and perhaps give you some ideas to turn it around. So keep working, guys. I'm so proud of you for hanging in there, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.